MicroStrategy is setting up for a great trading opportunity with about a 30% upside. Since the price found support at around about the $230 level, it has moved up and broken a trend line, and it's now looking like there's an entry there next week. So in this video, I'll unpack this trade and look at some of the rules you can apply to take advantage of this great opportunity. Let's take a look. Now, if you find value in my analysis of this stock or other stocks, please consider joining my trading tips emails. They've helped hundreds of my students become better traders in just 30 days. Link in the description. So MicroStrategy has been in a long-term uptrend since this low here back in December 2022. So it's been trending upwards around about 3 years. Most recently, MicroStrategy took off with some euphoric buying between September 2024 and the peak in November 2024, before having a correction. So falling from this peak of around $540 into this low point here of around $232. And if we zoom in on the weekly chart of MicroStrategy, you can see that price has fallen and found support at this level of $232 on 4 occasions. So back here in February, once in March, twice in March, and most recently it found support in the first week of April. Now since that time, buyers have come in and price has started to increase. And we can see on screen, price has now broken the trend line with the past 3 weeks closing above the trend line, constituting a buy rule for trend line traders. So we can see the last 5 weeks for MicroStrategy have been very bullish, with buyers coming in, buying up the stock. For example, this was a strong week here in the first week of April, a smaller green bar there in the second week. 3 weeks ago, another strong bar to break the trend line, and then the last 2 weeks have also been very positive. So clearly buyers are seeing value since this low of 235, and price now today, at the time of recording, is sitting at around $404. Now looking at the levels of support and resistance, it's clear that this level here is a strong level at 230, and also we can reference the price peak up here of $543, which is MicroStrategy's all-time high, and is the point where the trend reversed after this euphoric buying section here. So price has pulled back, it's hit a significant low, and now it's moving up, breaking the trend line. So there's an excellent trading opportunity here with around about a 30% upside from the current price peak. So we can see we've had 5 weeks of green bars, 5 weeks up, creating this most recent peak here of $431. So I'm going to mark that up. So you can see on screen I've marked up that recent peak created last week of around $432. And currently this week it looks as if price is going to take a breather and will test what the sellers have got. Now after this big bullish increase with 5 up green bars, it's normal for price to have a breather, and we might have a red bar this week and maybe a second bar next week. It's normal for a pullback to occur, but ideally we want this pullback to be under 50% of the move upwards. So I've marked up this level of $343, which corresponds to the last price peak during the downtrend before the price reversed. So over the next few weeks, to confirm an entry, what I want to see is for price to actually pull back for perhaps the next 1 to 2 weeks and fall no lower than this level here of 340 before the buyers come back in, take the price back up and take out this peak here to confirm an entry. This will give you more confirmation that the price is moving up and the buyers are in control. So if you were to enter after price retraces and then takes out the price peak here, what's the potential upside for this trade with MicroStrategy? So an entry here would give you a potential profit of around about 25% to the peak, to the all-time high of 545. And it could keep going beyond there, we don't know, but that would be the next level of resistance. So the upside for this, probably I'd say short to medium term trade, would be 25%. And you could put your stop loss initially at 10% and perhaps using this low here as your risk level. And we can see based on the data that MicroStrategy is up on the week, is up on the month, and is up over the last 3 months. So it's looking really strong at the moment. Since the price hit that low of 231, it's now moving up. And it's clear on screen, on the weekly chart, there is a good trading opportunity, which based on the price action is a low risk trade and gives you a decent upside potential of 25%, which is around about a 2-to-1 risk reward ratio, which is great. So let me know what you think in the comments. Would you take this trade? If you found value in my analysis of MicroStrategy, please subscribe to the channel, and thanks for watching.